What does it say about your team to be able to come back from so many double-digit deficits to come back and win this game tonight?
Says a lot. Says a lot about our resilience. Says a lot about our execution. Says a lot about the guys that we have in that locker room. A lot of guys played well on both ends of the floor. I thought Alpe's defense in the second half was really good in the fourth quarter. Like Jabari obviously making the shot, Jalen making the corner threes, Scoot and his threes, Tari and his play. I mean, everybody had a part in it, but it says a couple things. We're moving in the right direction. We're feeling good about ourselves, and there's been improvement.
On the same topic, kind of got bullied a bit in the third quarter.
Yeah.
How do you feel about how the response to that, the physicality?
Yeah, I was proud of our guys. For a while there, JV was just going at us and posting us up and putting us in the basket, and we were trying to do different things as far as having Alpe guard and having Ooze guard, and we started in the second quarter. We put Bobby on him for a little while. We were double teaming it. We did a little bit of everything, but it was the play hard part that we did and we're consistent with, and that's what was necessary to win.
You have Jabari hitting his shots and Alpe playing defense. I mean, this is growth. This is like what you wanted. How cool is it to see that come to fruition? I know it's late in the season.
Yeah, it's better late than never. But yeah, it is good to see the effort on the defensive end, and then Jabari, what a shot. What a shot. He knew it was going in, and I felt like as soon as it left his hands, it looked like it was going in. So happy for him, happy for the group. They were really excited in the locker room after the game, really excited.
Before he hit that three, he was kind of lamenting not grabbing that defensive rebound on the other end of the court.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of had his head in his hands, was pretty upset about it. How much of those guys just kind of matured through those moments and not letting it get them down and kind of continue to play through it and make things happen after that?
Yeah, we've had a lot of down moments this year, and we've been fighting through them, and now we're finally starting to see that once we fight through them, we can play and play well. And that's a big swing of things from those two possessions. The one where he thought he could get the rebound and didn't, and then him making the game-winning shot shows that he cares about the defensive end. He wants the rebound, but he has a short memory, and he's not afraid to take the last shot. I love that.
On that last play, it didn't look like Jabari was the first option. What were you trying to get to first? And I guess, do you kind of almost view him as, because he can shoot the ball from anywhere, almost as a safety valve in those situations?
Yeah. So we were running a little action for either Jalen or Scoot to come off, and JT saw that they weren't guarding Jabari in the backcourt, so he looked at me and I was like, yeah. So he threw it to him, and he made the shot.
Is it the same play as Indiana?
Similar but different. I had Jalen in the backcourt the first time, and I didn't have the other options. It was a Jalen play last time. This time was more of like a three-man option play because we didn't have any timeouts.
How much do you guys need Kevin's audacity? He had the steal near midcourt, and there was no one back, and he just pulled up into the three. And then he made the three, but that's a really important play in that situation. But the kind of gall to do that in that situation is kind of, how much does that feel you guys?
Yeah, it's he was upset that he missed the corner three coming out of the timeout, and he got a second chance at it, and he's not afraid. He hadn't been afraid since the moment he stepped into this building. So, especially when you're in close games and you need plays to be made, you want guys who will step up and make them, and he did.
You had the 22-0 run early in the game. Normally when you have those, it'll be like one or two guys who are responsible for most of it, but it was basically five guys, and it was all, the scoring was distributed pretty evenly. So how important is that, and just how important it is just to have like a group effort like that?
Yeah, I mean, for everybody to have a part in what we do is very important, and that run we knew that they were going to come out and really try to knock us out early, and we sustained it and just kind of stayed with the game. And then, the second unit came in, and Tari, I thought, was really good in that moment when we made a good run and played with a bunch of energy that we needed, because that's a good team over there, and you can't just kind of ease into playing against CJ or BI or JV.
Coach, you just finished talking about LP's growth on defense, but what about his growth just to contain his demeanor? It got kind of rough on him in that third quarter, but he was able to stick through it.
Yeah, he wasn't worried about the referees. He wasn't worried about anything but playing better on the defensive end, and that's all I want. I just want him to try as hard as he can on the defensive end. He was making those post catches so much harder, right? Like, he was fighting around, getting in the passing lane. I think he actually stole one, pushing the post catch out, making it difficult. Then as we were helping him, he was in rotation towards the end of the game when they were running the pick and roll. He was doing the right thing. So I'm really proud of the way he played defense. I've been proud of the way he's been playing defense for a few games now. He's done a good job.
Which we'll see that the shot will be played by Jabari over and over and over again. But I mean, what about Boban just being tall at the game?
That was great. I was so happy for him. He hasn't had many opportunities to affect games, and he came in the second quarter and played some. And then last game, we thought we were going to need him on the side out of bounds, so we told him, but we didn't. We actually ended up not needing him. And then today he gets a finger on it, and the game's over as soon as he touches it. So, I was happy for Bobby, because he's one of the guys that everybody loves and works really hard, and he deserves something really good. And that was a huge play.